Transgender people were not allowed to enlist in the U.S. military until June 30th of 2016 when the Pentagon lifted the transgender ban. Pentagon officials said that the ban was lifted to allow the military to pick the most qualified soldiers, no matter what gender they identified as. With the ban being uplifted, transgender soldiers also received any medical health care that they needed. However, in November of 2016, President Donald Trump won the election and he tried to ban transgender soldiers from the military. Lawsuits were then filed against President Trump for this ban, and the case went all the way up to the Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court decided that they will allow the Department of Defense to implement the ban while litigation continues. This allowed the Trump administration to start the ban on April 12th of 2019. The ban did not force the military to kick out any active transgender soldiers, but it did ban new transgender soldiers from enlisting. I caught up with PFC Matthew Azzaroni of the U.S. Army National Guard and Airman First Class Joseph Crose of the U.S. Air Force to get their opinions on the transgender ban.
As far as transgenders being able to join the military, I am all for it. Um, I personally think before they join, they should get any surgeries or start on any hormonal therapy before they join, because as far as in the military, if you need to get a surgery or anything, it cannot be for cosmetic purposes. It has to be medically necessary. So I think if a lot of the transgenders people join and they want to get a surgery, I think that's kind of money that shouldn't necessarily be spent that way because to me, I think that is a cosmetic surgery. So I think all that should be done beforehand. And you know, at that point, if you pass all of the criteria to join the military, then I think you should be good. If you're a man that wants to be a woman or a woman that wants to be a man, then you should be held to the standards that for the gender that you identify with. So if you're a male and you want to be a female, then you should do the female PT test because that's only right. And if you're a female and you want to be a male, then you should do the male PT test. There shouldn't be any special treatment or anything like that, because at the end of the day, the mission of the military is to protect the United States. So I really don't care if it's a man or a woman or a transgender next to me, as long as they can get the job done and I can count on them, then I really don't care.
I don't think they should because transgenders members have to take prescribed drugs, and no other members of the military are allowed to take prescribed drugs. So I don't think that's fair for the other members. It would cost a lot more for a transgender to have health care than a regular soldier, so it's cheaper if they're not in the military.
Now that it looks like President Donald Trump has lost this year's election, it will be interesting to see what happens to this ban when former Vice President Joe Biden takes office.